Today we are going to see the 52nd Sthothram. Gabhastinemih Sattvasthah simho Bhoota-Mahevarah aadidevo mahaadevo deveso Deva-bhrid-guruh. Gabhastinemih. Gabhasti means race. Nemi means spokes. That means Bhagavan is the power who is staying or dwells in the middle of Gabhasti, or he is also considered to be the Surya Bhagavan. So the rays means the sun rays, and spokes means he is there to support the creations. Without the sun, all the living creatures cannot exist. One of the main vitamin D itself comes from the sun. So the sun is required not only for that, for the existence of all the living creatures. So Bhagavan is considered to be the hub of the light, which is considered to be the wheel. So Bhagavan, if the wheel is there, he is the hub of that. And from the wheel, all the creations are created. And he is creating everything from his own rays of brilliancy. And he is the center of supreme planetary system. So if you consider everything which is surrounded by Bhagavan, Bhagavan will be using his divine brilliancy to control everything. So he is there to watch everybody. He is there to make sure we all are safe, and he supports us and he gives us life. Sattvasthah. Sattvasthah means Bhagavan will be existing on the Sattva guna. So we should know there are three gunams: Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas. So the most auspicious is Sattva guna. Sattva guna means we feel good, we do good, and we act good, and we think good. And Rajas means we will have the activity of good, but we also do have the tendency of doing the bad also. So it's a mixture. So in Rajas, you can come to the dharma. You are under influence of the Maya. So you have a possibility to come to the Sattva guna. Only you need some influence. And the tamas means it is totally inactive in the form of Bhagavan's prerana. So there your mind will be fully thinking of the negative things. So that negativity makes you unaware of the power of Bhagavan. So the Bhagavan will be there for all the people who are pure and truthful. And that's why Bhagavan has the name Shuddha Sattva Swarupa. Shuddha means pure. Sattva means who has all the good things in himself. Swarupa means the form. And it is also said that Bhagavan remains. Remains means ta. In human beings. That is called Sattva. That's why he is called Sattvasthah. Sattva, Shta. Shta means remains. Sattva means being. So remains in the beings. That is Sattvasthah. Next one is Simhah. Simhah means Bhagavan is considered to be the king of everything. He is the king of all the God. And king doesn't mean that he has the powerful, he is taking control of everything. Nothing like that. He is giving life to everybody, and he is giving part for everybody. Even we each and every individual, we also have a part to play. So Bhagavan is dividing everything. So he is irresistible power he has, like a lion who is the king of the jungle. And also said that Bhagavan is Atman, that is self-effulgent. He is not given power from the reflection of anything. The stars, it will shine only if it has any reflection from the light. Bhagavan is not like that. He is self-effulgent. And the beaming of the worlds of matter, there are 5 koshas. So we should know that all the 5 koshas is required for all the living creatures. One is Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, Anandamaya kosha. Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha and Anandamaya kosha. So all these koshas has a shield or sheath or a cover. For example, Annamaya kosha has food. Pranamaya kosha is the vital part which sustains the life. Manomaya kosha is all the things that is going in the mind. Vijnana kosha is intellect, what we think, what we know, that knowledge. And Anandamaya kosha is the supreme bliss. And each and everything has an element associated with this, that is called 5 elements. All the living creatures are made of these 5 elements. Annamaya kosha, earth. Pranamaya kosha, water. Manomaya kosha, fire. Vijnanamaya kosha, air. And Anandamaya kosha, space. With these 5 elements, all the living creatures are made, and all these are controlled by the Bhagavan. And Simha means also the Narasimha Avatara, in which even the Prahlada is from the Asura Vamsham. So even though when he is from the Asura Vamsham, his mind got involved in Vishnu Bhagavan when he was in the womb of his mother. Narada Muni has been telling the stories of Vishnu Bhagavan. So when your baby is in the womb, it has a capacity to hear everything. So whatever you talk, whatever the mom reacts, it is all taken by the baby in the womb. So that's why when the baby is the womb, if you have a chance about reciting the namams or telling the stories of Bhagavan, it will automatically go to the baby. So even though the Prahlada, who has come from the Asura Vamsham, he got the influence of Vishnu Bhagavan from the Narada Muni, and when he was born, he is too much influenced to Vishnu Bhagavan. So Bhagavan took Prahlada as his true disciple or true devotee, and Bhagavan will do anything for the true devotee. So he came to kill the Hiranyakashipu. That's why his name is Simha. Bhoota-Mahevarah. Bhoota means all the beings, all the creations, that is called Bhoota. And Maheshwara. Ishwara means Lord. Maheshwara means Supreme Lord. So Bhagavan is the Supreme Lord of all the beings. So he can have 4 control over us. One is he has the control of giving orders. He has the control to give commands. He has the control to regulate everything. And he has the control over presiding everything. And all these are done on the activities of the creation. So that's why he is considered to be the ruler. Aadidevah. Adi means first or beginning. Deva means Bhagavan. So he is the first deity that was there. After that he created everything. That's why he is called Aadidevah. Also Adi means eat, one who eats. And Deva means one who evolves. So Bhagavan evolves in eating by names and forms. He is taking different forms in the universe through us. And he is considered to be the God of all the gods. Devesah. Bhagavan is the Lord of all Devas, and he is the important Bhagavan who accepts all the other deity as him. So he has the unquestionable prominence. So whenever we do recitation to any Bhagavan, Vishnu Bhagavan takes that as his and he accepts it. But what we do when we do not get something what others get, we are sad. But when we are given later on, we try not to accept it because we are not given importance at that time. But Bhagavan is not like that. Even when we pray to other deities, Bhagavan considers that prayers and accepts it and supports the devotee. Deva-bhrid-guruh. Indra is governing the Deva. That's why he is called Deva-bhrid. Bhagavan is the controller of Indra, or he is the protector of Indra, or he is the advisor of Indra. That's why he is called Deva-bhrid-guruh, Guru of Deva-bhrid. Deva-bhrid is Indra. So he is the teacher of Deva-bhrid. So here we are seeing Gabhastinemih, Sattvasthah, Simhah, Bhoota-Mahevarah, Mahaadevah, Devesah, Deva-bhrid-guruh. So we will reach the 493rd namam of Vishnu Bhagavan. Gabhastinemih Sattvasthah, simho Bhoota-Mahevarah, aadidevo mahaadevo, deveso devabhrit-guruh.